pretty sure gets to nominate someone. Dude, what it comes down to is when number 3, James, Nicole, or Paul are going to go home, are going to go to the jury house, become a jury member. The final 2 are going to be voted on. That's right, it's not an HOH, it's a 3-part competition that will determine the final 2, and the final 2 are the ones that the jury member will vote on. Number 1, boom, the winner is going to get $500,000, $500,000, not to mention the notoriety of winning Big Brother 18. And second place is going to get $50,000. They do a whole reminisce episode, and we've talked a little bit about some of the people in the house. They're going to go over Tiffany crying, Paulie crying, Nicole crying, and Meech crying. Good time, CBS. It broke my heart whenever Meech bruised Paulie, whenever she threw an apple or an orange at him, and she was like, I just don't want to be seen as abusive. I didn't want to hurt him. Oh, Meech, how can you not love Michelle? Oh, I want to see her back in the game. I want to see her. We'll talk a little bit about that too. My dreams for Michelle. Paulie is crying about butterflies that are spirits landing on him. So I don't know what kind of mushrooms they had on their pizza that day. And it shows, the whole flashback episode. Paulie, it shows the guys, it shows James, Nicole, and Paul sitting at the table. And of course you notice now that it's the small table. It's the little round table instead of the large round table that everyone could sit around before. Now it's down to the small round table, which is definitely symbolic of the very last few days of Big Brother. And they show where Paulie is talking to Natalie, telling her that she's as fake as those things on her chest. You're fake as the things on your chest, I believe was this quote. Again, the small round table. The pranks, the highlights of James pranking people. But they did a good job, I think, of showing some things that weren't in. Really, they didn't showcase in the Big Brother house on CBS, as far as Bridget's love affair with the plant. As far as the girls, whenever they cream the boys in their sleep. Anytime, that's always inviting. Anytime girls want to do a prank and cream the boys in their sleep, I think I welcome that. I always welcome that. The antiquing of Corey, where they threw it looked like Nicole started that. Corey was in the shower, and Nicole tried to dump baby powder on him, but the baby powder thing only lets you throw out so much. You got to take the top off of it, Nicole, and dump the whole thing on him. Then James had the right idea. He went in there, it looked like, with a cup halfway full of flour and just antiqued Corey after he was done taking his shower. So that was pretty good. And then the whole mystery thing about James's Crocs. If Natalie came up with that on her own, when James lost his Crocs and he was looking everywhere for them, and then Natalie shows him in the freezer, where they're not only in the freezer, but they're frozen solid in a Ziploc freezer bag full of water. So now they're Crocs, a Croc cube, an ice cube of Crocs. So touche, Natalie, that was great. And if she came up with that on her own, then my intuition that they are a couple that was made to be is 100% accurate. Oh, Jose, what can I say? I can't see I can't wait to see him at the rap party. And again, it looks like he's been living it up, son. Looks like he's been living it up, son. Oh, it does. The Messiah has been partying. You could probably see him on YouTube or Snapchat or whatever the heck, but he's definitely, from what I've seen, he's definitely been big brothering it up. That 15 minutes, baby, enjoy it. Oh, what do I have here? Zakiya equals cover girl. Looks like Bridget. She's probably going to go back to work, do her thing. We know Bronte is going to solve the world's issues with numbers. Tiffany has 145 IQ. And again, get back to Glenn. Mad respect. Back to blue, guys. Anybody that wears a badge or has worn a badge, man, I don't want to know any of those troubles. My Uncle Tommy, man, he wore a badge his whole life. And let me tell you something. I get the mad respect because you don't know anything about running into dangerous situations to where you might not make it home that tomorrow. You might not make it 10 minutes into the job and you got to run straight into a sticky situation. So again, anyway, if anything, Glenn, you made it into the Big Brother house. So any of you guys, man, if you're, whatever your detriments are, your strengths overcome them. I don't think you need to. You got until next summer. Shoot, you could be in the Big Brother house by next summer. That's one of your goals that you can shoot for. And Robcast will totally back you up on that one, guys. Oh, Big Meech. I think that she will definitely return to the Big Brother house stronger, faster, more powerful. Booyah! But not more crying. But they did show more crying, man, on... and the whole crying and puking thing. What a freaking image to be associated with you. What a brand. The crying, puking brand. Big Meech, I'll help you work on that because I have faith in you. I definitely know that Michelle will get chosen for, if they're going to let forms, and Big Meech will study all of the episodes that she didn't see. She'll watch the ones that she did see again. She'll study people's game. She'll do what she needs to do to get in where she fits in and to work on the maturity level that it takes to play the game like poker instead of letting your emotions. And I think that the longer that she did you have to give her credit because she did do a really, really great job until it got to the last. Whenever it starts to really weigh on you that you've gone this many days with being on slop or being in the have-not room or even just not getting to see your family or not getting to write something down with a pen and a paper or listen to your favorite song or go walk outside in the real world, not the Big Brother backyard, quote-unquote, real world. Because we all know that that's all done in a sound studio. I mean, it's a house, but it's a sound stage, guys. You see when they walk out of it, that where they're going into, where the audience is and stuff. That's not like that's a house. Yeah, they just filmed this big mansion up Laurel Canyon, and all the people just party in it. Now that would be a show. So yeah, they do a recap. They show us I know right now that it's now or never for Nicole and James. We got Bridget, Zakiya, Paulie, Victor, Corey, Davon. Oh, Michelle and Natalie are our jury members. Paul had way bromances. Jose, Victor, Paulie, and you just say James now. It shows James doing a little bit of Spanish with Natalie, a true gentleman. The favorite house guest is going to get $25,000. Go Big Meech. And down to, guys, the final HOH Phase 1. Spoilers, I'm going to let you know who won that before we get off the air. Spoilers. But the final HOH Phase 1, the winner is going to again advance to the third part of the competition, and they're going to get to set the second part out. It's an endurance where they follow the laser. They're dressed in cat suits. It's called Hang in There, Kitty. Hang in there, kitty. So hang in there, kitties. And I'm thinking that on the hang in there, kitties, that's got to be an advantage to one of the guys. But we shall see, because as we know, Nicole hung in there until the very last minutes there with James on one of the hanging competitions. The second part of the competition's getting ready to happen. It hasn't happened yet as we speak, but it's going to happen today, later today, which is Saturday, which is tomorrow actually, but later today. The finale, the 90-minute finale will be Wednesday, 8:30 Central. Again, the 90-minute live finale after the premiere of Survivor, which is Millennials versus Gen X. I will tune into that and at least check out the premiere episode. We might just do a podcast about that, not to be a long Survivor type podcast. We might just do it and see if people like it or not. Final HOH Phase 1. Hang in there, kitty. We got Paul, Nicole, and James hanging in there, following their lasers, getting up on their cat perches, on their kitty cat scratchers, and they're hanging in there. And that, my friends, is where CBS left off. So again, spoilers, guys. You got to give it to him, guys. The winner of round 1, hang in there, kitty, is Paul Abrahamian. So, hey, I got to give it to him, man. He's made it this far. So you guys tune in after the show Wednesday, and I will bring you guys some more latest and greatest news. But thank you very much for tuning in to Robcast Radio and Spreaker Studios, and I will bring you another BB18 Robcast as soon as I can. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Peace out. Have a wonderful evening and a better tomorrow.